Hey Aquarius, welcome to my channel. This is going to be a love reading for you, Aquarius. Thank you for your patience. The strongest messages always come through, so if it doesn't resonate and if it doesn't sound like your story, please don't make it your story or make it fit. It's a lot easier when I'm reading or doing personal readings, reading for one or two. Not easier, but the detail and the specificity is a lot more when doing personal readings. The strongest messages, though, will always come through from spirit for those that need to hear the message. This reading is also timeless, so whenever you click on this link is when you are meant to hear this message. Okay, Aquarius, I hope you're all doing well. Spirit, please, and thank you for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and other strong placements. Messages of guidance for the energy of love. Remember, Aquarius, also that the energy of love can be present in any relationship that you currently hold dear. It doesn't have to be romantic. It can be friendship, it can be family, it can be work colleagues as well that you share a deep connection with. So take the messages how they resonate, and let's see what's going on for you. Okay, for Aquarius, please and thank you. Page of Swords. Someone could be observing you, or you are observing someone, Aquarius, from a high perspective. So maybe social media, maybe just observing them in a meeting, observing them from a distance, and making notes about their personality, or at least how you perceive their personality, their behavior, how they move, their actions, the way they dress. But remember, this is still page energy, so it doesn't really give you enough information about a person, and social media is also not the best platform to get information about someone, especially since, you're not going to be posting every minute of your life, and generally people post only what they want other people to see. So just be mindful of that, Aquarius. This could be someone observing you as well. So if you've noticed, someone specifically lately in your social media or in your presence, um, quietly observing, this could be what is happening right now. But it is still page energy, so it's a small energy. Pages are the court cards. Um, this person is not taking any action, even if they are observing you. Holding on to something. So maybe this has, something to do with a recent breakup. And this person is now observing you, or there is a separation in this situation, and there's a sense of not being able to let go, not wanting to let go. This is, a card of stubbornness, not willing to let go yet, wanting to hold on to what was lost, or wanting to hold on in fear of something being lost. This could be your energy as well, Aquarius, feeling like you need to hold on to what you currently have with everything that you have, because there's this feeling of being lost. But remember, this energy is a scarcity energy. It's an energy that doesn't allow flow. And so the stronger we hold on to something, it's counterintuitive, but the stronger you hold on to something, the less it is within your grasp, the more it's going to want to escape. Heartbreak. So someone's experiencing heartbreak here. This could be you or your person, Aquarius. And again, I'm feeling like, this could be someone observing or spying on you after a break, a separation, a breakup, a break in communication. So this could be friendship as well, where you are not talking to each other at the moment, or there's been a period of silence, or there was, some sort of argument or words exchanged. Emotional fulfillment. This is about your emotional fulfillment. So maybe this is what the break off was, and whether it's romantic or friendship, maybe, one or both of you realize that there isn't a sense of emotional fulfillment in the connection, or there's no sense of reciprocity in the connection, and your peace was being compromised in some way. Hanged man, exactly. I do feel like there is a period of silence, but this is a good silence. It's for both parties to, spend some time looking at things from a different perspective. When we choose to react in the moment and out of passion, it can cause even deeper and further misunderstandings, and sometimes misunderstandings that you can't even repair or come back from. So it's important to take a step back and to go into the thinking center a little bit, to consider the facts in the situation, consider everyone's perspective, consider the third energy of the relationship, not just your view, not just their view, but the relationship as a whole. Listen to your intuition, because this is a card of Pisces, and Pisces have a very deep intuition. Sorry, Aquarius, I thought I had put my phone on silent. Let me just put that on silent for you, um, so that I'm not distracted. Pisces is a very intuitive sign, so this is also about tapping into your intuition. And sometimes that means like just hanging 10 for a minute. Sorry, my connection went wonky there for a second. Hanging 10, and I feel like this is both, your energies, hanging 10, or maybe you have asked for a break from something, Aquarius. And that is why the curiosity that is being displayed here by this person observing you. So you maybe, you haven't blocked them on your social media or on your WhatsApp statuses, etc. And so they're still able to observe, how you're getting along during the day, or maybe it's the other way around. So for the cross watchers. But it's important to take some space out. Yeah, I do feel that in the situation, there wasn't a sense of an equal give and take. And maybe, Aquarius, you felt like your energy was being drained, that you were giving more than you were receiving. And, we usually realize this in times of distress, or in times where we really need our people to show up for us. And the ones that show up and the ones that don't tell us a lot about the relationships we need to invest in and the relationships we need to walk away from. And that's not just because of, mutual benefit. It's because when you are really in need and when you really need help and support, and the people that you have been helping and you have been supporting don't show up, or have 101 excuses why they are not able to help and not support, you start to question, the energy that you put into the connection, the energy that you put into the relationship. And there's, a moment where you are like, well, this doesn't make sense. I might have done X, Y, and Z for so and so, and it's not that you're keeping score, but reciprocity is very important in any relationship. And maybe that's why you're taking a break in, in the sense that you don't want to walk away completely, but it's just, something has hurt you here. Something has felt hurtful, and it feels like it's because this person didn't show up in some way. Yeah, it was a shocking moment, Aquarius, a shocking moment for you. But anything that is unstable, again with the Tower card of Scorpio, anything that is unstable is going to disassemble itself. Without much effort, it's going to crumble. It's not going to be sustainable. And it needs to happen so that, and this is your card, Aquarius, the star. And this is about pouring your energy back into the cosmos, and that you can't do that physically, energetically, emotionally, on any level if your energy is being drained and you're not being supported. So the tower comes in to tell us, have a look at where you need to rethink or rebuild. Any other messages of guidance here for Aquarius in this situation, Spirit, please and thank you. This could even be a work situation where you feel like you're not being sufficiently or fairly compensated. You're reconsidering whether this is something that fulfills your needs. There's something maybe that's preventing you from making a decision to leave, and that could be related to finances, that could be related to stability and security, and you feel like you're stuck. But something here is about to change, I feel, Aquarius. This is a very deep realization, and you are realizing that it is about your emotional fulfillment. We don't always have the luxury to leave situations that are supporting us financially. But if it starts to affect our health and our emotional, mental health as well, um, there's some serious consideration that needs to happen. So that's another perspective that they just shared with me right now, if that resonates for anyone. Any other messages for Aquarius, please and thank you. Only jumpers, please. I feel like there will be, yeah, something's changing here. I did say something is changing. Card of Sagittarius, the Wheel of Fortune, which is a big energy. That is, you choosing a different direction, a new chapter here, a new career, moving away from something. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. I don't feel that is the case though, but the wheel is turning here. It's a new cycle and new lessons. I feel like you've learned the lesson you need to learn from whatever the situation is. Exactly, a repeating message. Thank you, Spirit. That there was no reciprocity. A repeating message. Six of Pentacles here. It doesn't feel like there was reciprocity in the situation, and this is what a healthy relationship looks like. Where you feel you are receiving as well as giving, and it's an infinity, it's an energy exchange. And you can feel that energy exchange. It doesn't have to be material, it's emotional, it's energetic as well. And this person shows up for you when you show up for them. It's a constant giving and taking, creating an infinity sign, and an energy of flow. And you weren't feeling that in whatever the situation is. You are moving on to connections, experiences, places, and things where you do feel this energy. And you don't feel like someone is holding back their pentacles, holding back their pentacles, miser energy, whereas you are giving yours. Yes, it's time for truth, your truth, Aquarius, and this is your card. wisdom and truth and honesty and alignment. And this isn't about a lack of emotion, but it is about using emotion to help us make decisions in a healthy way. The King of Swords is wise counsel. King energy, very emotionally mature, is able to communicate his needs emotionally. And that's again what I was saying about the Hanged Man, why it's important sometimes to take a step back before having a conversation. But I feel like you are ready to have, the conversation with whoever, this person is, the situation is. There's a conversation that's about to happen that is going to bring in justice, that is going to bring in fairness, that is going to bring in the truth, your version, their version, the third version of the truth. And I do feel like there is going to be a resolution here. There might be things that are revealed that have been hidden, um, things that have been unknown in the relationship, in the situation. And with this conversation, they become known so that either the relationship can improve or, you decide to part ways. I do feel like there is spirit guidance in this as well for you. And it feels like a masculine figure, Aquarius, that is guiding you in the situation. You might associate this person with dragonflies, is what I just got as well. That is a very specific message. Or even flowers. Judgment, exactly. This is about an awakening. It's a spiritual awakening. It's aligning with your higher self. It's no longer self-sacrificing or leaking your energy for any situation or for any person. Card of Scorpio, major arcana, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, but it is about trusting your gut and your heart and your head in the situation and freeing yourself from situations where you feel your energy is being leaked or you are not receiving what you are getting exactly. Feeling abandoned and left out in the cold is no longer the energy that you want to be in. And the situation, whatever it is, has had you feeling this way. It's an orphan energy. It's about being blocked or ghosted or literally abandoned when you needed support and you needed help. And so you are making a different choice to move forward and not ever put yourself in that situation again. This is about your stability and your security and your groundedness, Aquarius. And for some reason, whatever this is, made you feel very ungrounded. Okay, Aquarius. This is beautiful energy because when we make choices that are aligned with our higher selves, um, we do increase our self-esteem because it's when we are doing things that go against our morals, our values, and what we believe to be true and what we believe to be fair and just. When we go against that, and usually it's, when we self-sacrifice for other people, even though we're not getting what we need from the situation, it affects our self-esteem when we do that. When we act in alignment, when we choose in alignment, when we communicate in alignment, it builds self-esteem. So there's a sense of freedom that comes from that, even though there's a loss of a friendship or a loss of a partner or of a career. We feel freedom. We might not have financial freedom from making that decision, but the freedom we get is about the choice that we made and the peace that we get from feeling in alignment. And it improves our sense of identity, our self-worth, our self-esteem, and gives us the courage to keep on making choices aligned with ourselves. Okay, Aquarius. I hope this resonated. If it did, I'd love a like or a comment. If you'd like a personal reading, my details are in the description box below. Sending you so much love. Until next time.